the second order. As all of you know about the function y is equal to fx. If we have to find out the derivative of this function, then we have to find out like this: dy by dx is equal to f dash x. If f dash x is a differentiable, so we can differentiate it once again with respect to x. Then the left hand side will become d by dx, dy by dx. As we are differentiating with respect to x, this is known as the second order derivative of y with respect to x. Yes, this is known as second order derivative of y with respect to x, and it is also denoted as d square y by dx square. We also denoted with second order derivative by this and like this also. So these all are denotion for the second order derivative. It is as simple as the first order derivative. Just what we have to do, we have to derivate one more time. There is one more notation, that is y2 is also. Let's take a question from the exercise 5.7. Here I am taking the question number 3. The question number 3 is y is equal to x cos x. So first of all, we have to find out dy by dx. We have to differentiate with respect to x. So how can we do that? We have to apply the UV rule. Yes, UV rule. So x as it is, the derivative of cos x. So what is the derivative of cos x? Yes, the derivative of cos x is minus sin x plus cos x as it is. Now we have to write down the derivative of x, that is equal to 1. So the answer is minus x sin x plus cos x. As all of you know till here. Now we have to find out the second derivative. For the second derivative, we have to write down d square y by dx square. Now here the two functions, it become 1 and 2. Now first of all we will differentiate it. So how can we differentiate it? We have to apply the UV rule once again. So it will become minus x, the derivative of sin x is cos x, plus the derivative sin x as it is I will write down first, and the derivative of minus x, that is minus 1. Now let me come on the next. What is the derivative of cos x? Yes student, this is minus sin x. So we will write it down. So after solving it, minus x cos x minus sin x minus sin x. So the answer is minus x cos x minus 2 sin x. So in this way we can find out the second order derivative. I hope that all of you get clear about this concept. Okay, now I am taking the question number 11. In the question number 11 from the exercise 5.7, y is equal to 5 cos x minus 3 sin x. Now we have to prove that d square y by dx square plus y equal to 0. Yes, this one we have to prove. So this is the second order derivative and this is just simple y. It means that we have to differentiate this equation 2 times with respect to x. So let me solve it. First of all, let me find out the first derivative. 5 cos x. 5 is a constant and the differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. Minus 3 as it is, the differentiation of sin x is cos x. So it will become minus 5 sin x minus 3 cos x. So this is the first derivative. Now we have to find out the second derivative as according to the question. So d square y by dx square. Now the differentiation of sin, that will be equal to cos x minus 3 as it is, the differentiation of cos x, that is minus sin x. So after solving it we get this plus 3 sin x. If we will see that it is same something like that, just the change of sign. If I will take the negative sign common, it will become like this, minus 3 sin x d square y by dx square. So in place of this, can I write down y, because it is also the value of y. So d square y by dx square is equal to minus y. So d square y by dx square plus y equal to 0. So in this way we can solve this question. This kind of questions are very important sometime that comes in the board exam. Let's take another question. Now I am taking the question number 17. In the question number 17, if y is equal to tan inverse x whole square, and we have to show that x square plus 1 whole square y2 plus 2x x square plus 1 y1 equal to 2. Yes student, this we have to prove. So y2 means is that second order derivative, y1 means is that first order derivative. So let me solve it. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to find out the first order derivative. So the y1 is equal to, which one rule we will apply in this question? Yes, we will have to apply the chain rule. So 2 tan inverse x, and what is the differentiation of tan inverse x? 1 upon 1 plus x square. So can we take this one to this side? So here I am taking it that side. So it become 2 tan inverse x. But we require the second order derivative. So once again we have to differentiate it. Now at this time these are the two functions. So we have to apply the product rule. So this one as it is. So its second order derivative it will become. So I just write down y2 plus y1. The differentiation of this, 1 is a constant, so we have to apply 0. The differentiation of x square, we can write down 2x. Now this side 2, the differentiation of tan inverse x, 1 plus x square. Let me cross multiply it. So 1 plus x square whole square y2 plus 2x 1 plus x square y1, and this is equal to 2. It is same as like this. All of you can check it, and I hope that this is very simple question, and I hope that all of you get clear the concept. Now all of you have to do the miscellaneous exercise. So be ready for miscellaneous. Thank you student. Good morning student. Now in the question number 14, if y is equal to a e to the power mx plus b e to the power nx. Now we have to prove that d square y by dx square minus m plus n dy by dx plus mn y equal to 0. So according to the question we require the second order derivative, first order derivative and the y. So first of all let me find out the dy by dx. So the differentiation of this e to the power mx, it will remain same, and the differentiation of mx is m, plus b e to the power nx, it will remain same, and the differentiation of nx, that will be n. So we can write down it ma e to the power mx plus nb e to the power nx. This is the first order derivative. Now let me find out the second order derivative. So ma is a constant term, so e to the power mx into m, as we had done in the first derivative, e to the power nx into n. So the value of this will be m square e a e mx plus n square b e nx. So we find out these two, but this is not as similar to this. So what we have to do, this is the value of d square y by dx square, this is the value of dy by dx, and this is the value of y. Let me put down all these three values in the equation. So let me do this. Plus n square b e nx minus m plus n dy by dx, that is equal to m a e mx plus n b e nx, and the third is plus mn, and the value of y is this, a e mx plus b e nx. Now let me solve it. Let me open the brackets, e mx plus n square b e nx. Now let me multiply it inside, minus this, minus n square b e nx minus m into n a e mx minus m into n b e nx plus mn a e mx plus mn b e nx. So if we will see that, we can cut it down and we get the answer 0, and that is the required answer. I hope that all of you get clear the concept. This is very important concept, so be careful and do it in a proper way. Thank you, students.